Hello, my name is T.Ocampo and this is my submission for the assignment, Personal Collaboration Philosophy assignment. So as a future educator, I encourage lifelong learning. My philosophy of consultation and collaboration stems from the belief in the power of sharing, followed by parity, of course, strong frequent communication, and mutual respect. My philosophy also focuses on creating a welcoming classroom for both the co-teacher and the students, and engaging community and providing differentiating instruction and support students learning with appropriate accommodations and modifications. So let the co-teacher know whom I'm working with, what my goals are, what my vision is. Part of being an educator is to share my knowledge and enthusiasm for learning across all subjects. So as listed in our book of Collaborate, Communicate, and Differentiate, on page 100, I could be working with a general education teacher, another SPED teacher, and with a specialist such as speech or math or English language learners. I could be working with anybody in the building, and I've seen that through observations within the building I'm in. So it's also important to focus on the IDEA Act. According to the IDEA webpage of individualswithdisabilitiesact.org, the law allows special needs students to have a free appropriate education, and they can have an education that accommodates towards their needs and protects their rights. So of course, I would let whomever I'm working with know that I strongly believe in this law. So there's a lot of benefits that come from co-teaching. Again, as listed in our book, Collaborate, Communicate, and Differentiate, there's the benefits of academic, behavioral, social, and practical. There's academic performance benefits. There's the ability to do more differentiated instruction, the social skills, stronger peer relationships, and I feel the students are also more energized. I can say this because during one of my observations during the clinical experience, I was in a world studies classroom where there was a general education teacher and a special education teacher, and they had an approach that was more of the one listed in our book on page 98, more of the one teach, one support, OTOS. So the general education teacher would lead, and then the special education teacher would also participate in the discussion, but go around and support students. And I believe this was helpful for the students. I felt that they were more engaged, and they would participate. They would either feel more comfortable talking to the male teacher or the female teacher. So it was a good experience to see how well that worked. It was also more of the I noticed it wasn't like, oh, these are my kids, these are your kids. It was good to see them work together. So they had a good teaching approach. So the needs that will be addressed, I believe the needs that will be addressed are the teaching preferences, the communication styles, where they prefer email, text messages, or talking in person. Be reasonable, working together for the student's best interest. So I believe as long as there's that shared goal of reaching these children and helping them grow academically and socially, it will all work well. And in a plan of action, something that sets the stage for my own role as a collaborator in the educational related setting, I would say that I would put my best effort in being a great communicator. In the article we had about crucial conversations that drive educational excellence, the author David Maxfield talked about how to avoid the burnout, how it's best to have communication, especially after the honeymoon phase, how it's best to speak up before the burnout. Don't wait until you're angry. Don't run from the fire. Instead, run to it. Instead of run away from it, run to it, which is something interesting. I never really thought of it that way, but it's a good way to sort of fix any issues or concerns that you have before they become a problem of stress. So when interviewing the special education classroom assistant, I learned that there is a strong collaboration with the IEP team, but again, communication could be stronger, even if it's communication within emails or sending a file with shared notes. Establishing that strong communication and learning what each prefer would have great benefits towards the collaboration and consultation. Thank you.